Hi everybody, I hope everybody's having a good evening. It's dinner time. I just finished washing my hands, so I'm just drying my hands. It's dinner time, and tonight the menu is tacos. We're gonna make some tacos, but not any tacos. We are going to make my ultimate Cajun catfish tacos. So that's what we're gonna make today. And let's go through some of the ingredients that you're going to need to make this recipe. Before I get started, let's go ahead and hit that like button and hit the subscribe button. And if you're new to the channel, welcome, and I hope that you'll be able to watch more of my videos going forward. So again, like I said, we're gonna make catfish today. I'm a big fan of catfish. I've got catfish nuggets today. So those are the little small pieces that they cut up of the catfish fillets like that. It makes it easier to handle. So we are going to do my ultimate catfish tacos tonight for dinner, and then we're also going to do like a little coleslaw to go with it, something real simple, something easy, something that you could pull together in no time for a weeknight meal. So let's get started. We're going to start by seasoning our catfish. So what I have here, let's go through the ingredients. You already saw the catfish nuggets, and I've got about a pound here of the catfish nuggets. So you're gonna need that. If you're making it for like 3 or 4 people, I would just double it so that you'll have enough. And who don't like leftovers, right? So just double it, and that way you'll be sure to have enough. So to season your catfish, you're going to need some paprika, some Old Bay, and some Cajun seasoning. So that's what I have here. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to season our fish and give it lots of flavor. So just make sure, you put enough on there so that you get enough flavor. And then you want to hit it with some of the Cajun seasoning. Let me open it up a little bit more. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so you want to hit it with that Cajun seasoning. Now, the Cajun seasoning, y'all want to be careful because, it's a little hot. It's a little hot. So if you don't like spice, I would just use a little bit, but I like spice. We like spice here. So I'm going to put, enough, but not enough to blow my head off. So there we have it. We're going to flip over our fish, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to just grab a glove so that I could flip the fish. So here we have our fish, and we're just going to flip it over. If you wanted to make this step a little easier, get yourself a bag. Those bags that you could find in the grocery store, and you put your produce and your fruit in. I use those a lot. Just grab a bag, put some seasoning in there, and then you just dump in your catfish and you just swish it around. That step will make this part go a little bit faster. So we've got our fillets or our catfish nuggets flipped over, and now we're going to season this side. So you want to make sure that you're seasoning both sides because you know, both sides needs to taste good, right? Nobody wants food that's bland on one side, right? So again, you want to hit it with the Cajun. And I think I've been on my Cajun kick since the Super Bowl. I mean, I made red beans and rice. We had, what else did we have? We had something else. Like from, some food from New Orleans. I don't know, we had something else. Can't think of it right now, but I've been on a kick since then. So then we have some paprika here. Okay, so we have our fish that's been seasoned to perfection. And we're going to just put our heat on so we could start our cooking. So again, if you are new to the channel, remember to go ahead and hit that like button while we do our cooking. We do quick and easy cooking over here. I try to make real simple, easy meals for during the week. People who will work, you know, they have little kiddos and busy schedules. Sometimes it's hard to come up with a meal when you are getting home late after a long day of work and the kids has got activities. So I try to make meals that are real simple that you could pull together in like 30 minutes. And sometimes if you got the kids that will help you, honey, get them kids downstairs. Y'all chop up some stuff. Y'all get this food out here. Y'all set the table. You know, if you tell the kids, they will help you. So, you know, get the kids involved. And that way they will see, you know, what they're eating and how much effort it takes for you to cook a meal for them. So, yeah, get them involved. So our pan is getting hot here. I'm going to lower this because it's getting very hot. So I'm going to add some olive oil in here, about 2 tablespoons in our pan. And just swirl that around so that it's good and covered on the bottom of your pan. We're going to get in our catfish that we just seasoned so well. Make sure you don't leave any of that seasoning on the plate. Hear that sizzle? That's what you want to hear. And just get your fish in. Now, if you are making this with a large batch of the nuggets, you may have to do this step in 2 batches. But because I've got about a pound here, I'm going to be able to fit all of the fish in the pan in just one round. So, but like I said, if you are doing this for about 4 to 6 people, I would do this in 2 batches so that you're sure to get the color that you need on the fish and that the pan is not crowded. So we have all of our fish in there. And we're going to just make a little bit of room here. Clean up as we're going. So take a look at our fish. You guys see the fish here? Doesn't that look good? We got our fish on. That is the nuggets that we just seasoned. And they are off to a great start. So I'm going to clean up a little bit while we move on. Okay. Let's move our seasonings here. So to continue with our meal, we're going to need some taco shells. You can't make tacos without taco shells, right? So you're going to need taco shells. I have the corn tortilla shells here, but if you didn't find those in your grocery section and you saw flour ones, baby, get them. Anything is going to work, because when the kids is hungry, they're going to eat anything. So just get what they have. The corn ones, they have a little bit more flavor, but if you can't find them, the flour ones is going to work just as fine too. Don't kill yourself, honey, over some taco shells. It's just dinner. So we are going to make our coleslaw. That's going to go with the ultimate fish tacos. So we're going to let these cook for another minute, and then we're going to flip them. We don't want to overcook our fish. So again, what we're going to pair our ultimate catfish tacos with is some coleslaw. In the bowl here, I have gotten things started here. I've chopped up some kale. I've got some cabbage in here, some scallions, two types of cabbage, purple cabbage and also the green cabbage, and some carrots. So that is going to be our slaw to go with our fish tacos. So we have our fish tacos cooking. It's looking good too. And we're going to do our slaw. So to make our slaw, we're going to add some mayonnaise. Let me get a spoon here. With about 2 tablespoons of the mayo. And it just goes right into the bowl. I think 2 is enough. You don't want to put too much. And then we have, hang on one second. I need some black pepper. I'll be right there, y'all. Okay, we're going to continue making our slaw, but before we do that, we're going to flip our catfish because we don't want that to burn. So let's go ahead and flip. Just flipping it over. It's looking good too, y'all. Okay, we've got our catfish flipped over. And guys, you want to be careful because these tend to want to roll up the nuggets. So you want to just be careful to make sure that they're flat. So I tend to just push them down with with the spatula so that it stays flat. And I just push them down so that it cooks flat. Okay, so we are going to continue our coleslaw. So again, we are going to start with a couple of tablespoons of mayo. We got some black pepper here that we're adding to it. Real easy. A little bit of sugar, not much, about a teaspoon of sugar. You don't need more than that. And about a half a cup of some Asian ginger salad dressing. So we're going to just pour that right in, right around the side. I usually pour about 3/4 of it, and I hold back a little bit of it so that at the end I can toss it a little bit on top. So let me just grab a pair of tongs. Hang on. Dry my tongs here. And then we're just going to give this slaw a toss. Just toss it right in. Now if you wanted to add fruit in at this point, you can. You can add some apples, or you can add some pears if you wanted to give it a little sweetness. If you wanted to have more crunch, you can add in some nuts, some slivered almonds, or some cashews. You know, sky's the limit. I mean, I added a bunch of things. Like I said, I got some carrots in here, got kale, 2 types of cabbage, sugar, not too much sugar because you don't need all that sugar, just, you know, just enough. I am going to add a little bit more pepper because I don't see enough here, so I'm going to add a little bit more. Okay, so that is looking good. Okay, so we have our spicy slaw that's going with our ultimate fish tacos tonight. All right, so let's just set this aside. And again, we have that last little bit of the dressing that's gonna go on top just before we serve it. So let's take a look at our fish. We don't want it to burn, right? Okay, so give it one last flip. So it's, again, this is just about done, and we haven't been cooking that long, right? You can pull this together in no time. I mean, if you are a family of 4 and somebody is doing this part, somebody could be doing the coleslaw, and somebody could be setting the table. I mean, dinner could be a group effort. It doesn't have to be all one person doing everything. I mean, you know, people can help out with getting dinner together. So we're going to set our coleslaw aside until we're ready to eat. And we're just going to put the last part of the sesame ginger dressing right on top. So we need a garnish for our tacos, right? So I have here some carrots, and I also have more purple carrots, purple cabbage. So I'm going to cut that up, and then we're going to add that on top of our tacos. So we're going to make a little room here. And let me see. You guys can see what I'm doing. Our cabbage here. And I'm going to just chop cabbage, and also I have here the carrots that I'm going to grate. So you just want to chop it in little thin little strips, not thick, so that you could put it right on top of the tacos when the tacos are done. Nice and small. I would love to know what you guys do when you make your tacos. What are your ultimate tacos recipe? Does it include chicken? Does it include shrimp or lobster? I mean, there's so many varieties that you can pull together, and really it's all about what you and your family like to eat and what you consider to be the ultimate tacos for you and your family. So I've made chicken tacos, but I do like variety. So I happen to be a pretty good fan of catfish. So we eat it sometimes, and I thought this would be a nice change up from our regular chicken tacos. So let me just grab a plate. Hold on. We're going to grab a plate. I'm going to take off the catfish. Our catfish is done. So I'm going to put our purple cabbage here on the plate for our garnish that we're going to use for our tacos. Now, if you wanted to, you can add cheese to this. I mean, the possibilities are really up to you. There's avocado, there's tomato. You can add whatever you and your family like. To make it fun, I would even do like a garnish bar where you can just do so many types of garnishes. You can use avocado, you can do tomato, you can do onion, cheese. So many varieties. And I mean, this would be a great idea for like a gathering, and just do like a taco bar. So if you've got a party coming up or some kind of celebration that you're looking for, you know, something to do, this would be a great meal to do that's fun and interactive. So it would really be fun. So looking for my grater here. Hold on, guys. Okay, so we have our, part of our garnish is the purple cabbage that we're gonna garnish our ultimate fish tacos with. The other garnish we're gonna use is carrots. So I've got my handy grater here, and I'm just going to grate some of the carrots on the tacos. So again, we're using our corn tortillas for our tacos. And what I'm going to do is, some people like to toast their tacos. I do sometimes. So tonight I'm going to just toast the tacos a little bit, and you just put it directly on your heating element and let it get a little toasted a little bit. So I'm going to show you how I just put it right on the toasting element for it can warm up a little bit. And you want to do that for each one, and just get it a little warmed up. Now you want to be careful to watch that because you don't want it to burn. So I'm going to use my tongs to turn it and make sure that we're not burning our taco shells. We are using the corn taco shells today. So that's what we're using for ours tonight. Okay, so I'm going to flip it. If you wanted to do this step the easier way, you could also put a few of the taco shells into the oven and wrap them in foil. You won't get the char that I'm working to get on the taco shells, but they will be warmed up and they will be fine. So this is what you're looking for, the little char that you see. See that on the taco? It gives it more flavor. And you don't want it to stay on there too long, just a couple of seconds. So if you've got a few burners, you can put one on each burner. And I wouldn't walk away from the stove. During this part, I would stay at the stove. This is the part that you don't want to walk away from the stove from, because things can burn very, very quick at this stage. You want to be careful. This is not the part where you want to let children do it. This is the part that the parents should be doing that. So you want to just make sure, see, you're getting that char there. So that one is done. That's how I like it. I love it like that. So that's how I like my pizza. That's how I like my tacos. It's perfect. So again, you want to make sure you're watching this. You don't want it to, you don't want it to go too far. So we have our first one there, and then we have a couple more that we are going to continue to watch. So now that we're in the last part here, we're going to remember the last part of our sesame ginger salad dressing. We're going to just add that now to our coleslaw. And that's the last part of it. It's going right in. And we want to keep an eye on shells because they do burn if you don't watch them. So we got one more, and then we're going to stir in the last part of the dressing that we added to our slaw to go with our ultimate tacos. That's got kale, it's got red cabbage, not red cabbage, purple cabbage. It's got green cabbage, it's got kale, it's got carrots, and all that good stuff. So we're gonna take off our last taco shell, and then we're going to assemble our tacos. So like I said, guys, this is very easy, right? It was a very easy meal. We are going to put this together, and when I come back, I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, guys, dinner is ready, and our ultimate fish taco dinner has come together. So we did our catfish tacos. We added some Cajun seasoning on there. We did some Old Bay on there. We toasted our taco shells that we right on the top of the stove, and we added some purple cabbage and also some carrots. So this is how they turned out. We also made, if you remember, a side of slaw that's gonna go on top of the tacos as well. So this is how they turned out. Don't they look delicious? Delicious. So we've got our ultimate catfish tacos. We've got that slaw on top. You see the catfish there. We sliced up our purple cabbage and we garnished it with some shredded carrots, and then we just topped it with some of the quick slaw that we made. Now this meal came together in less than 45 minutes, guys. You guys can do this in no time on a weeknight, and it will go even faster if you get one of the kids or other family members to help you. So this is how it turned out, guys, and I hope you guys give this recipe a try. So there you have it, my recipe for my ultimate catfish tacos with ginger sesame Asian slaw. Okay, guys, so me and my family, we're gonna go and have our dinner that we just prepared. I hope you guys give this recipe a try. If you haven't already done so, please take a minute and give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And I hope that you will watch some of my videos going forward. If you haven't had a chance to let me know what you do when you make your own tacos, write me a comment. Let me know what kind of tacos that you make in your home. Let me know what kind of time-saving tips that you do to get dinner on the table when you've had long days of work, when you and the children have late weekday activities. All those tips are helpful for people who are very busy and have 9-to-5s that keep them working well during the evening. So all those tips, help to get food on the table quicker, but also it helps to get the family involved in helping you prepare dinner as well. So again, thank you for spending time with me, and I hope that you will join future videos, and thank you for watching. I hope to see you again, and again, give me a thumbs up. Bye, guys.